Welcome to Discover Journey's darkest exploration of insect cuisine. Tonight, we're diving into the world where your worst childhood fears become deep-fried snacks. From translucent worms to alien-like pupae, we're about to witness nature's crawling creatures transformed into street food delicacies. Get ready to face your deepest entomophobia as we journey into a world where bugs aren't pests, they're protein. Let the insect feast begin, if you dare. Dancing shrimp, where your dinner does the disco, places a bowl of tiny jumping shrimp on the table. Welcome to Thailand's most electrifying dish, literally. These aren't just any shrimp, they're still alive and putting on a performance that would make Michael Jackson jealous. Appearance. Picture this, a bowl of tiny, translucent shrimp having what appears to be their last dance party. They're jumping, flipping, and bouncing like they're at a miniature underwater rave. The dish is served with a spicy sauce, herbs, and a side of adrenaline. The Dance of Death, Round 1. The shrimp sense their impending doom and start their frenzied performance. Round 2. They bounce off the bowl's walls like tiny acrobats. Final act. They meet their fate in your mouth, still moving. Eating. Experience. First moment, are they still? Second moment, oh God, they're moving in my mouth. Final moment, I just became a shrimp's last dance partner. Horror rating, 9.7 out of 10, minus 0.3 points, because at least they're putting on a show before the end. Extra points for making you feel like a supervillain eating live prey survival tips. Don't make eye contact with your food. Pretend you're at a seafood disco. Don't think about the fact that they're still dancing in your stomach. Watch as shrimp perform their last tango. Remember, folks, somewhere in Thailand, these little creatures are turning dinner into a dance floor and your mouth into their final stage. Want more culinary horror? Hit subscribe to join our fearless food family. Every like helps us discover more terrifying dishes that will haunt your dreams. Raw sea worm, where your food still slithers, stares at a plate of translucent, wriggling worms in vinegar. Welcome to the Philippines' Dirtiest unicinctus, or as nightmare enthusiasts call it, raw sea worms. Picture foot-long, translucent tubes of pure horror, served fresh and wriggling like nature's living noodles. The squirming specifics. Visual. Translucent tubes actively moving on your plate. Texture, slippery, chewy, with an unmistakable, it's still alive, bounce. Movement, like watching a horror movie where the spaghetti fights back survival tips. Close your eyes, but they'll still be wiggling when you open them. Don't name them, it makes it harder. Drink soju first, lots of it. Horror rating, 9.7 out of 10 points added for psychological trauma. Points added for movement. Points deducted because at least they don't scream. Watch as worm perform its final interpretive dance. Remember, while some people worry about worms in their food, here you worry about your food being worms. Devil. Bamboo worms, nature's crawling nightmare, stares into a bowl of fried insect larvae, their hollow bodies still bearing witness to their former squirming existence deep in Thailand's darkest street food alleys. These pale, segmented horrors await. Rot duan, or bamboo worms, spend their lives burrowing through bamboo before meeting their crispy fate in boiling oil. The anatomical horror. Length, 2 to 3 centimeters of pure psychological trauma. Body, translucent white segments like tiny alien vertebrae. Structure, hollow tubes with visible internal cavities, each segment a chamber of terror. Texture when alive. Soft, writhing bodies with visible internal organs. Movement patterns, undulating waves of white horror through bamboo stems. After the frying transformation, color, golden brown, like tiny, deep-fried nightmares. Texture, crispy outer shell revealing a hollow void within internal cavity, a dark, empty space where life once squirmed. Each segment crunches like a microscopic bone. Horror rating, 8.5 out of 10. Extra points for visible segmentation. bonus horror for their hollow bodies. The knowledge that they once crawled through bamboo adds psychological trauma, holds one up to the light, revealing its eerily hollow interior. Remember, these aren't just any worms, they're nature's living straws that turned into death's potato chips. Their hollow bodies once housed living tissue, now replaced by the void of your impending regret. Silkworm pupae, when your snack is in witness protection. Steam rises from a cup of bayondegi, revealing dozens of tiny brown cocoons. Welcome to Korea's most controversial street snack, where your protein used to make silk. These little bundles of joy are actually silkworms caught between their caterpillar and butterfly faces. Talk about an identity crisis. Nightmare details. Appearance. Like tiny alien pods waiting to hatch. Smell. Intensely nutty with notes of "why am I doing this?" Texture. Crispy outside, creamy inside. Nature's twisted Ferrero Rocher horror. Rating. 7 out of 10 minus 3 points because at least they're not moving anymore. Plus points for the existential crisis they cause. Pops one in mouth, questions life choices. Fun fact, these little creatures gave up their dream of becoming beautiful butterflies to become your afternoon snack. How's that for a dark plot twist? Would you rather A. Eat silkworm pupae, B. Wear their silk products, C. Explain to a butterfly what happened to its cousins? Next time you see a silk scarf, remember, its relatives are being served in paper cups on Korean streets. Devil. Raw blue crab. When your seafood is still plotting revenge. Places a plate of raw marinated crab, their shells glistening with dark soy sauce. Welcome to Korea's gaejang, raw crabs that are essentially zombie seafood. These crustaceans aren't just raw, they're marinated in soy sauce until they become nature's most threatening sushi. The experience. Appearance. Like regular crabs who took a very dark turn. Texture. Slimy, wobbly raw flesh that reminds you it was never cooked. Taste. Sweet, salty meat with a texture that makes your survival instincts scream. Danger level. Parasites. Possibly food poisoning. A genuine plot twist? Regrets? Definitely. Horror rating, 8.5 out of 10. The crabs might be dead, but the risk is very much alive. Would you rather A. Eat raw crab, B. Play Russian roulette with food poisoning, C. Explain to your stomach why you hate it, watch as glistening raw meat wobble? Remember, folks, somewhere in Korea, someone is eating this for breakfast while we're wondering if our well-done steak is cooked enough. Devil. Survived our creepy crawly feast? You're officially an insect warrior. From hollow bamboo worms to identity crisis silkworms, we've crawled through Asia's most spine-chilling insect delicacies. But this is just the beginning of our bug-eating adventure. Our channel holds hundreds more terrifying insect dishes waiting to be discovered. Hit subscribe to join our fearless bug-eating family, and don't forget to like if you made it through without calling pest control. Ring that bell to never miss our weekly dose of extreme insect cuisine. Drop a comment below telling us which bug haunted you the most. Was it the translucent worms or the pupae? Remember, while some run from bugs, we fry them. See you in our next insect nightmare. Devil.